solid matchup either way as we are getting underway.
Yep. Again, these are our bracket flags. If you've seen kind of the qualifiers, what's going on, we've got the GDQ light flags with some slight variations to them. We've got shaped dungeons, and we've got our dungeons in their vanilla locations, but shuffled between the vanilla locations.
And OPT shuffling over to First Quest 3, only to find that it's still there.
Yeah, we've got CCX heading over to Vanilla 1.
So what OPT did here is he took out one of the land molas, left the room, and came back in. By doing that, he eliminated the second land mola and got credit for it being killed, and in doing so, he got a heart container off the floor. Yeah. Hearts are shuffled in this flag set, so that is definitely a good strategy. As Cyberchao is in level 6, this is one of the larger dungeons to go through, and OPT has found the shoot room.
Yeah, CCX here in 6, discovering that we have dark nuts here in the underworld. That's never a good time.
Looks like he's trying to escape with the block clip, but instead takes a death. And I don't blame Cyberchao for noping out of that dungeon, because that was nasty.
Yeah, finding 6 early like that, the correct answer is much like what you would see with 7 in First Quest dungeons. You walk in, you walk out. OPT's going to kill this room to find what's on the floor. He gets a bomb pack, so he might make an effort to get that here in a minute.
Problem is, the way to get there is key locked.
Well, that is a slight problem, so we're kind of stuck in 3 here.
And both runners moving on from the first dungeon they find. You will see that from time to time, especially if you either run into something tough or run into a key block. We don't know if there's a way to bomb around that yet because nobody has any bombs.
CCX making the wise play here. We've seen some of the combat. Overworld is not pretty with all these Lionels. Underworld has Dark Nuts roaming it. We haven't seen Uncle Wizzy and his party yet. Letter, not a bad choice already.
Unfortunately, Cyberchao got run down by a Lionel near the first large secret, so it's back to start. We got a clock for lawyer.
This is definitely an unpleasant screen with as many Lionels on it as there are. So clock's very helpful. Gonna probably come in here and hopefully this is either 9 or a dungeon you can relatively easily clear, and it's 2.
Yep, that quick up A is for a health refill, and level 2 is gonna have 2 items on the floor. Plus, it's a fairly short dungeon. The only way you see a staircase here is if the dungeon's segmented.
Ooh, the small secret is almost not worth your time.
Yeah, if anything, they don't get any smaller than that. Also, for the first time tonight, name that ink block. Okay.
There's Uncle Wizzy.
Oh, and to see the single rupee for the small secret was kind of amusing, but to see the minimum for the medium secret as well is kind of insulting.
I mean, the good thing is the money is staying in its vanilla location. So if you know your vanilla overworld, you know where the large secrets are, and CCX is going to go ahead and grab a large secret here. Not a bad call with. Oh wow!
Oh gosh, poverty seed confirmed. That is just. Whew,
I
that's
mean,
rough.
that's disgusting. Good news is we will be able to buy our candle and our arrow. We don't have to worry about door repairs; those do exist. But yeah, we know that.
Good news about levels 1 through 3 is that bomb walls are pretty easy to find unless there's something in the room that keeps that bomb wall from, well, breaking. An old man room, Zelda's room, or we hope to not find one of these, a transport staircase heading to the right. Yeah, that blue ring's not getting picked up. Our runners would have to hope to find red ring.
Well, I mean, at least the compass is laying there on the ground.
Yeah, the bad news is there's blue Wizrogues in that room, and that is not something you want to see this early in the game. Oh, good, you don't have to go past the blue Wizrogues in order to get to the Triforce, but they're blocking 2 rooms. So it's a bit of good news, bad news.
Well, at this point, you just assume that that room is those 2 rooms are not important, and you walk the other way.
Agreed, but Cyberchao taking a death just short of First Quest 2, that is a tough place to take a death, because then it's back to start and you lose time heading back to that dungeon.
Yeah, sometimes a death like that, though, will direct you in a better direction. In this case, looks like we're going to be heading towards the items, the shops up here to find our red candle, or our blue candle, sorry.
Well, red candle at Armos would actually be pretty good this seed. Then our runners wouldn't have to worry about spending money for rupees.
Eh, 51 for the blue, though. For the money situation, not a bad price.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cyberchao would have wanted to have seen those bomb prices a bit lower considering the money situation, but 20 isn't terrible. Oh, that is a gross place for a mugger room. But not totally trapped. Ooh, and chat calling out that the Triforce in level 2 is blocked by a Goma. We'll have to come back with the bow.
So we're kind of getting our overworld tour of the shops here. Seeing the high-priced mugger is a little concerning. But yeah, the Goma block is just not nice.
Am I not mistaken, or was that a power bracelet at the Armor spot?
That was a power
vanilla?
bracelet.
We'll
Yes.
check on that later. But anyway, Lawyer's making the play up to First Quest 9, and when you have randomized dungeons, this is a pretty good play. As Cyberchao gets the heart container out of 3.
I do like this play here from OPT. Heading up to Vanilla 9 early, getting it out of the way. It's one of those dungeons that there's no real good way to get to it. but hoofing it. So if you can get in here and clear it early, it just saves you so much time.
Now, Kaneki in the room Cyberchow's in is a bit tougher with those bubbles in the room. And it's level 5 up at first quest 9, but with 1 bomb.
All you need is 1 bomb. OPT's going to pop the door open using the wonderful pirouette, and then go look for bomb.
He's got a good enemy choice to do that with in Blue Octoroks, but they did not cooperate on the first attempt. Second attempt was good, though. And we got our first key guarded by a rupee boss in level 5.
10 minutes for your first key. That seems reasonable.
Looks like he chose to farm the rupee room 1 time, and now we know where the Triforce is, and we've seen Garias.
We have CCX pulling off the Kaneki in that room this time. He's going to go back in so that the door will remain open. Very nicely done.
And he got bombs for his reward for that Kaneki. Maybe he'll find something here. I know what he found. Name that ink blot. I don't think that Goma was guarding that key very well. Yeah, I can definitely see Waiter out of that. Whoa, boy. That's a scary sight. So thankfully, the Blue Gorillas rolled -2 in these flags. Enemies can roll plus or minus 2 HP, and minus is always a good thing.
No, old man. I don't want to kill Patra, thank you.
Yeah, not a 4 Harrison Wood sword.
Patrick can keep that map.
After all, we know that map is a map for another game.
Ooh, bait block. Not really required, but interesting.
Yeah, interesting place for that to be. So if this isn't bombable, the only way back is to up A.
The CCX here is making the play to get the 6 hearts to guarantee white sword. Probably come up and check what is in Vanilla 5 here, and then either determine to dig that dungeon or go grab the white sword and run.
That was a nasty room that Lawyer just took a death in. Spike traps in a moat room. Ugh, gross.
And CCX is going to give us our first look at the white sword here, so this should tell us a little bit about what the seed's got in store for us.
Well, the seed wants us to have health, so I don't see why not. And it looks like level 5 is not able to be completed yet due to a mix of combat. I honestly want to say it's more of a ladder block than anything. And level 1's at First Quest 5 in the Lost Hills. There's 2 items on the floor and 1 in the basement. And we got Dark Nuts.
Level 1 full of dark nuts and bunnies. It's delicious.
And low HP gels. That'll help because they tend to drop quite a bit of money.
See here if this is our item or if we're segmented. It's our item, and yeah, it's a heart.
Meanwhile, Lawyer with a nice block clip around the Pulse Voice situation, because beating up Pulse Voice with a wood sword takes a while.
Yeah, now the question is he going to want to mess with this blue dark nut room? And I believe the answer is not really.
Maybe there's a bomb hole to get out of that room? Question mark.
No, he's going to do the block clip and wait. I like this.
Yep, he's going fishing, and I like this strategy. I always seem to get Zols and Gels mixed up. And now he's going for a drop a bomb strat from safety. Nope, didn't work.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And CCX was trying to hide in that like there to fight these dark nuts and avoid the bubbles, but just unable to make that work long term, unfortunately.
Now, the good news about red dark nuts is that they drop bombs. So, if Cyberchao is able to get a bomb drop or 2 from these enemies, then he's in business.
Yeah, the bigger problem is going to be is the dark nuts want to eat Link at this point, and he's having a little bit of trouble clipping onto that block. I do find that lower block to be more challenging than the higher block here in this room to clip into.
The lag certainly isn't helping. Now, as for the any roads, that's what the power bracelet enables, which will be very helpful in getting around the overworld, especially when you don't have Recorder and Cyberchao takes the death to the Dark Nuts.
OPT is kind of following the same route here that CCX did. Getting our overworld hearts, just taking care of a couple of loose ends. Go ahead and guarantee your white sword item, not knowing what it is, before heading up and trying to figure out what's in 2 or 1 and 5. And CCX pulls off the block clip. Unfortunately, the real danger here is if you get baited off of this by a heart container or a fairy, to go try to get your health filled so you can fight a little bit better. And then the dark nuts come.
Yeah, you can also get that easily with land molars. And there's a reason I call this fishing, because you're basically waiting for the enemy to get close enough for Link to strike with the sword. So that exiting of the room saves the room, so if Cyberchao takes another death, he'll be able to come back with only 5 red dark nuts in here instead of the full amount that was here, which I believe was 8.
Yeah, unfortunately it does reset their health back to max, though, unfortunately. OPT is going to leave that last Lionel there just so it doesn't respawn the screen.
And that's level 7 at level 2. Maybe it was a good thing Cyberchao couldn't get there. I don't know. The jury's out on that one. But I find taking a death outside of a dungeon sometimes can be some pretty significant time losses.
No, especially in this flag set. There's not a in the vanilla layout, there's not a good transportation system until you do have the recorder. And yeah, this 7's kind of a thing already.
And we already got a dig dogger sighting, so that could be a thing, but a bomb hole's been found.
Yeah, down to 2 dark nuts here, 1 for CCX. So
Got him all, he
rewarded
got
with
the red candle. He was
Not a
rewarded
bad
for his
reward.
persistence. And to answer that question, no, I have not played the CDI games. I have seen them, though, and, yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I didn't think we talked about those.
Yeah, fair. Well, I blame the old man for mentioning that, but we found a Chevy Woman 7, but thankfully there's a way around it. Oh, hey, what do we have here? A staircase with a Triforce. Wonder if that's an item or a transport. Another heart container. At this point, why not? Get the heart container, get the Triforce. Then the only thing left in level 7 will be a floor drop.
Yeah, it's the unfortunate order of doing this, is now you get to clear 7 if you have to come back for that item. OPT is liable to check a couple of rooms here, depending on what's in here, just see if it's on the floor, maybe find the map, and probably get out of Dodge as soon as he can.
Problem is, if he wants that Triforce, he may have to up A to go back and get it, because the shutter closed with that blue golem.
That wasn't too far of a trip from start, so I don't think that's too big a concern, but yeah, it's definitely something you have to deal with as we find, oh, level 9 is hiding out in level 8 spot tonight.
So we need a candle to open the way to what the game calls an entrance to death.
And that means we have 4 and 8 hiding under the raft and recorder spots.
And Cyberchao takes another death trying to get up to level 7.
The game's warning him, appropriately so.
Ooh, and another death in the overworld for Cyberchao.
Oh!
Well, look for the second item in 7 by Lawyer has paid off considerably, as the white sword will double your offense output.
Yeah, definitely worth the dig here. This early, you know, we're seeing a lot of heart containers. Mags isn't necessarily on the table yet, but make your life just a lot easier.
Oh, absolutely, especially with some of this rough combat we're seeing on the overworld and in the dungeons. As we get our first Triforce at 2320, and it's out of level 7.
That feels really weird saying that our first Triforce is out of 7 at 23 minutes in.
It happens sometimes with this rando. Sometimes you can go 10, 15, 20 plus minutes without getting a Triforce piece. Then suddenly you get 4 or 5 in the next half hour. Looks like
do
we
believe.
yeah, I think we're about to get a look at the coast item. Well, we need the ladder for sure, because that's the recorder on the coast.
Well, we do know that we're going to need that pesky ladder now, so time to start digging it out.
Yep,
And
time to start digging dungeons out for sure. And I've got the feeling that this is starting to shape up to be a right order Sears. If you look at that, open the key door and get a quick Triforce out of one, but not before we name that ink blot. There's a heart container.
Well, that was a very red one. Heart container, red candle. CCX is going to grab that Triforce and get out of here.
And that's exactly where OPTLawyer is about to find himself, in level 1. And with digging, we'll get the red candle out of here.
Yeah, White Sword will make that room a lot easier. Maybe a little bit before he clears it, or he may take it on right now.
There are two things that make Dark Knight combat easier. White Sword, bombs.
Well,
and it's even easier if you have sword beams or get a clock drop. Okay. Lawyer finishes that room off nicely.
Yeah, White Sword made that room considerably easier, and then Clock just made it laughable.
Yep. We might have just already had our clock of the night, and we're not 30 minutes in yet. I do believe a key dropped from defeating those bunnies.
It did. His key went up. So, yeah, it's kind of a thing that we have to deal with early on in this. Is the any key, you have a very low chance of finding it because it's just one item in this pool. But yeah, key management starts to become a real chore here.
Very true. There are times where you have to be frugal with your keys in this rando. Although it doesn't hurt to get a free key off the ground. So the floor items in level 1 were one heart container, plus a red candle.
Yep.
Which Lawyer's already picked up.
Yeah, the other heart container is just past the Triforce. I believe it was north of that NSU bunny room. I think you had to use the key there.
Yep, that was an instance where key usage was required, as we got another game going on, this one called Find the Primary Spawn.
And CCX making the same play, go to the Armos item first, before deciding to go into 6 or 9 spot and dig from there.
And with that, Cyberchao now also has access to the ending roads courtesy of the power bracelet. I believe he did. I want to say he did, but we don't see his menu as of
Yes.
yet.
Yes, he did get the Triforce out of 1.
And speaking of, we've got it's 2-1 for Triforces now, as Lawyer has the Triforce out of level 1.
Now, without any keys or bombs, we'll see how successful CCX is here in level 2. I know OPT had to step out due to, I believe it was Goma blocked at the bottom. And he was able to find all the.
Yeah, Triforce was Goma blocked, so that's a thing. And what else could be a thing? Magical Sword, as there's now a 20% chance of it getting picked up by OP. What are words?
We'll see here as CCX is following in OPT's footsteps here. We'll see what OPT's planning here with this quite large amount of money he's amassed.
Cyberchao also had a massive money. Opts to pay the money to the mugger just to get him out of there. Long story short for this seed, all the secrets are below average this seed.
Yeah, good news. Bait not required. Candle not required if you go into 1. So not a horrible situation. You just potentially have to buy arrows if we don't find the silvers pretty soon.
We're about to see more of level 3, and we get a case of use a key, get a key, use another key. Get a room with gorillas, ropes, and tech-tykes in it.
I will take this room over the dark nuts any day.
Agreed. I'll take red land molas over blue land molas any day.
Oh, you don't like to live dangerously?
Only if I have to. If Cyberchao picks up some bombs, he's gonna go back in for more. And what do we have here? We have ourselves a Triforce in level 3 that I do believe OPT is gonna check a couple more rooms before picking that up. And so the only thing we've seen here is a heart container.
Yeah, it's definitely the right call here. Poke around a few more. If anything else, get a couple keys. Hard to say in CCX's situation with the bomb purchases. I might have considered purchasing a key there just because I'm at 0. You've got the money, but buying bombs is always good.
As OPT has found the ward room.
Well, this 3 is turning out to be quite the interesting little map here.
Quite the lengthy path, I'll say.
Let's see, with 7 bombs, we'll see if CCX decides to go right and discovers the wizard rooms, and we'll see how he feels about that.
So the shoot room is just there to be obnoxious. Good to know, game. Good to know.
Best kind of shoot room. That is amazing.
The Cyberchao gets bopped by the wire.
But now we start the game of find the bomb hole. Or grab the Triforce and come back later.
I don't blame him. That level 3 was starting to look like a time sink, as that's the 3rd Triforce for OPT.
And CCX here is about to get introduced to level 2's welcoming committee. So Leslie, question for you here. You've entered into this tournament. You're in this situation. What do you do at this point if you're either if you're OPT? You know, as we see him going into 2 here, knowing that he is bow blocked. What's your choice here?
At this point, I'm just trying to find something to make life easier, be it the bow, and then the arrow shop after that, naturally. Or maybe a red ring, maybe the ladder so we can open up the level that's at first quest 7. Something to get us going.
Well, CCX is going to do a wizrobe dance here for us. And the wizrobes are not the best dance partner.
Nothing for that room clear, unfortunately. I would at least push the block to make sure there's not a staircase.
Well,
Just
we're in
in
level
case.
2. There won't be one. We're not segmented, so that's going to be just a block that annoys you.
Kind of like how these blue wizrobes are being annoying.
Well, good news is that, yeah, that room you probably aren't fighting. Not unless you just really feel like it. CCX is going to go ahead, buy that potion.
Probably the best move to make here is have potions on standby.
CCX is going to take a crack at 5 here. We'll see where OPT decides to go. 6 is actually starting to sound like a decent option at this point.
Yeah, and that's a scary thought. In shapes, 6 and 8 are two of the larger dungeons you'll run into outside of First Quest 9. So if you're jumping into Dig Out 6 or 8, there's a very good chance that you're going to be there for a few minutes.
Yeah, but at least with 8, you get a couple items in return. 6, you just spend a lot of time looking for 2. I mean, that old man's not wrong. Rosanna is better than Africa. But OPT decided to free the bunny from the clock.
Even though, to be fair, we do bless the rains. Now that'd be hilarious if you could shout into your headset to defeat Pulse Voice, because this dungeon is loaded with them.
Yeah, at least with the white sword, it's not quite as annoying. There's still evil bunnies, but they're at least half as evil.
Maybe there's a drop, and speaking of drop, the bunny got the drop on him. I was about to say that that could have been a drop room, but instead, it's a death.
Yeah, the real bad thing is this bunny room respawns pretty much every time. If you go more than, the 6 rooms, you're getting to fight this room again.
Cyberchao has the map for level 5.
Oh!
That is a rude place for a ladder block. Trying to find your way into 6, and then you got a river cutting you off?
Yeah, that's kind of a thing.
Then to make matters worse, that bunny room you cleared out has fully respawned.
So your real option here is this evil Darknet room.
Yep. The Blue Lagoons, as they're known by in the Zelda 1 speedrunning community.
Yeah, this one might get upgraded to the Room of Requirement if there's something of value behind it.
Yep. And this is going to be some rough combat, folks.
You go buy your blue ring here. At this point, you just go find the 30, the $40 that OPT needs, or CCX needs to do a little bit more. But yeah, it's time to either go look at mags or go look for a blue ring.
and or get some potions. And Cyberchao, I don't think he got to the key before the danger noodle cut him down.
Nope, he did not.
And OPT does know how to block clip, but there's only so much you can do when that's your combat.
I think that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna go pick up that blue ring. I think he's had enough of just the silliness that is the combat in this seed.
Yeah, this is some really rough combat. And we've got those fairies on the overworld do help for refilling health.
Yeah, they're not in the most convenient locations, but if you can route by them, they can be very beneficial. As OPT is going to go ahead and grab that blue ring, cannot blame him at this point.
Absolutely. The combat this seed has just been... I know it's been said about a number of seeds in this tournament that the combat's been rough. In this seed, it has been brutal.
I mean, the one good consolation is that Wizards and Darknuts aren't in the same pool. That's never a good time.
Oh, yeah. And down goes an Aquamentus on Cyberchao's side as he got through the spike trap and is now at the Triforce room, which is guarded by a Rupee boss, and no avoiding that.
Yeah, the spike trap before that, I think, is what got OPT when he was in there. I'm pretty sure he's in there, and that is just a disgustingly rude spike trap setup.
It is, and logically, you're supposed to have ladder to get past it, if memory serves me. That seems to me, I thought that had changed, but oh well.
Yeah, it's a one-hit KO feature. It's still annoying. You go into that room with 3 hearts, you're just not making it.
Yeah. In that situation, you're waiting until later.
Yeah, the health refill, the blue ring making that lagoon much easier to deal with.
Yeah, but clearing it did give OPT a compass, and we see where the Triforce is in the complete opposite corner of the dungeon, thanks to
Oh, of course. You thought this was going to be easy.
Well, as Dwayne Johnson would say, it doesn't matter what you think.
Bubbles making life very difficult for OPT here in 6. Able to use the red candle to clean out some of the room, but that blue dark nut needs a sword.
Takes care of it.
Oh.
It's the raft. Wow, that's a dirty spot for that, and it might be a while before OPT heads back there.
Now, the one good thing is he didn't get the Triforce out of 5 in his initial dig, mostly due to that evil spike room. So, odds are OPT will at least be headed back that way without too much difficulty. Yeah, we're still missing level 4 and level 8. Those are your recorder and our ref spot. We can't get our recorder because it's hanging out on the ladder spot, and we don't know where the ladder is.
We can confirm that whatever's under Recorder Lake will not have the ladder. Could have the bow, though, or the silvers.
Well, I'm not certain that the raft was blocked by that spike room. So there's nothing necessarily logically so far that says ladder can't be. Well, it can't be under Recorder Lake, but under the raft it can.
Oh, Cyberchao denied from the dungeon.
Yeah, this overworld is wanting Cyberchao to stay out of dungeons, apparently.
Safe to say, this overworld's been ruthless.
And denied again. This time trying to sail.
Unfortunately, he was sailing into a headwind, so wasn't going anywhere.
These two bubbles are playing the best defense I've seen in a long time.
Oh, they're playing better defense than the Green Bay Packers did last night, I'll say that much. Sorry for those who are Packer fans, by the way. And Patrick guards the Triforce. Wow,
and a staircase. So Patrick could have your Triforce and your item here in 6.
Oh, that's disgusting! And the Patrick takes him down after all that work to get there. And we found that it's level 8 under Recorder Lake and level 4 at level 4.
And back to the bunnies. So now it's where's the bow, where's the silvers, and where's the ladder to get the recorder?
I'm surprised neither runner's made a run for mags yet. Sure, it's only a 20% chance, but with how bad this combat has been, you gotta make a run at something here.
Yeah, that Dark Knight room is just disgusting on 3 hearts.
Yep, OPT does have blue ring, but that can only do so much.
And he's going to go ahead and use the burn bush here for a potion. Like this play, going up and getting the map is a little bit of a trip. So, like that he's using those extra take innies to secure himself a shot in this round. As we find more bunnies here, and would you like to have the bow and arrows? Because you're not getting them without killing some bunnies, it seems.
And this level 4 is segmented.
That just seems appropriate at this point. We really haven't had a lot of early segmented dungeons today. 1 wasn't, 2 wasn't. I don't remember if 3 was. 3 was just big. So having at least 1, kind of feels good. No, there's nothing that feels good about this Dark Knight room.
Oh gosh, no, even firing sword beams at him? There's only so much you can do at this point.
And the worst part is, if you do die anywhere in this 6, hello Patra, you get to do all this over again. And CCX is going to get this Triforce out of 4. Didn't see any items in here. Wouldn't be surprised if CCX decides to dive back in here and try to flush some of these items out. The overworld's not doing CCX any favors here with the wonderful return to sender moment.
Yep, game decided to reference a classic Elvis hit with that one.
Little jailhouse rock.
Well, the seed certainly feels like our runners are dancing to it. And OPTLawyer, round 2 against the Patra. Fight!
CCX in the Triforce room in 3. We'll see how much further he's able to go than OPT was. I know we're still missing, I believe, a staircase item in 3. And Patra's guarding a transport staircase. That's kind of cruel and unusual. I like it.
At this point, I'd be checking the transport staircase to see what's on the other side, because this is a rather linear level 6 with required combat. It would be a while before you get back.
How about another Patra on the other side? Connecting Patras, anyone?
Well, we found the Patra convention.
Right next door is the Dark Knight Convention. OPT making nice work of this vicious Darknet room. At least it doesn't have shooters in it. That'd be the only way that'd be work.
Yeah, those rooms are really nasty, and that's Lord Banana.
That's not much of a reward here.
Considering how deep we had to go for that, oh boy, I was hoping there'd be something more.
Yeah, unfortunately, with the enemy set we have in the underworld, that banana is not quite as useful as you'd like it to be.
That really can't be everything to this level 6 now, can there? There's a bomb hole somewhere, but I'm just not sure where it is.
And so we're going to burn Patcher at both ends of the staircase tonight.
Well, it's in the way, you might as well, as Cyberchao gets the Triforce out of 3.
We'll see if he wants to play some Find the Bomb Hole to figure out what is going on in this 3, or just decides, I've had enough.
Well, he's out of bombs to find the bomb hole. Oh, wow, Patrick really did have the map named that ain't flop, folks.
That old man was not lying.
That's supposed to be a community hint, and that turned out to be the real deal. What in the world?
Well, this will make the rest of the 6 slightly more palatable. Unfortunately, you're still going to have to fight some really disgusting rooms, most likely.
I honestly think that looks like the top part of a long-necked dinosaur being visited by a witch on Halloween.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Good grief, this 6. There's nothing redeeming about this stuff.
Yeah, this dungeon is long, it's linear, and it's nasty.
Much like this 3, actually, CCX is playing Find the Bomb Hole now, and hey, there's a bomb hole.
The hint we're referencing in chat is Patra has the map or something else. Kill him and find out. Well, guess what? Patra had the map in 6.
And yeah, well worth getting, but I don't know how much. Unless this is the bow or the ladder, I don't know that there's anything that could make OPT. Maybe Red Ring. After that, I think OPT probably going to want to burn this thing down.
I'm saving that. Well, you might want to burn that, because that's the book! Game,
Wow!
you are troll. Game is being a dirty troll tonight, folks! Only one thing left to do at this point, and that is...
Run.
This game is definitely raising its kappa tonight.
And these two poor runners took a beating in race 1. Winning time was nearly 2 hours. Yeah, they are not getting any love from the randomizer tonight. Reminder, if OPT here wins tonight, he will face King Doll, or not King Doll, Zebgedney in the next round. If CCX wins, they have to play again.
Yep, but that potential race 3 is at a time to be determined, so if that happens, stay tuned. Now, one thing that could really help our runners here, we haven't found a bomb upgrade yet.
We haven't found anything of value, Leslie.
I know, but I was just thinking to find bomb holds, stuff like that would make bomb upgrades helpful. But
Yeah, but
Cyberchao
we have no
takes
money
another
either.
density overload.
OPT's just now back to 82 after buying the blue ring. CCX does have
83.
money. Well, I mean... And there's our old man. I'm certain OPT might... Oh, he doesn't stab him. Probably should have for that one.
You know, if that were me, that'd probably be a stabbing and a burning with the candle at the same time.
Now, interesting thing here is Triforce is here on the left side of 5. On the right side was the raft. We'll see if OPT makes the right decision to go get the raft after getting the Triforce out of here.
Unfortunately, tries to burn through the wall, and that does not work. Well, if he wants to get there, he'd have to do a reverse block clip. Which I believe he's setting up for.
And he is. He
There he
knows how to do
goes.
it and gets it.
I believe this is the room. Nope, it's the transport. Memory fail.
And as our one of our runners stated that the next match would probably not be on Speed Gaming 1. We do have another match coming up, supposedly after this. It's supposed to be at 9 p.m. And that is Game 3 of Dark Falls First Green Mario. If we do have a channel update, we will let you know where that has gone.
Meanwhile, we've got another heart container in level 5 that's picked up by OPT. That ups his chances of getting the magical sword to 40%.
And here's the raft. So he definitely knew that he's going to have to dig some stuff in here.
Yep, he made the right call there, and with that, he's opened up 4.
I don't believe we saw any items in 4 from CCX. Who's going to head back into 6. Will not be pleased with his rewards there if he gets them at all. They are buried, and they are just not in a good, pretty spot for you.
As we get the Triforce out of 5 from OPT. Got the schedule up in case any changes are made, so we're good there. Meanwhile, OPT is going to work on level 4.
Yeah, so more Dark Nuts here in 4. CCXs might be going up to make a play on Mags. No, maybe took the wrong one.
Yeah, he wanted to go in the one in the middle to get to this one from start.
Yeah, no fault for either one of the runners here picking up blue rings, red rings, mags. Like,
No, not at 11.
This seed wants more blood.
This seed is savage. That was a good bomb placement by OPT to get rid of a couple of the Dark Nuts. Oh, hey, there's the Triforce in 4, and that's 6 for OPT. But we still need some critical equipment in order to get into our last dungeon, as well as finish the game. No bomb hole to the north, so what's there left for a lawyer to do? Tee up on some objectionable bunnies.
I mean, yes. Kill all the bunnies.
Yeah, the judge is sustaining this objection, by the way. Got a bomb hole.
Yeah, Leslie, I normally look forward to the interviews with the runners, understanding their thoughts on these seeds. I'm really scared of this one.
We just got an update that the 9 o'clock match, previously scheduled for this channel, is now going to be shown on twitch.tv/speedgaming4. So for those of you looking for Game 3 between Darkfall... Oh, we got an any key. But yeah, that Game 3 aforementioned between Dark Falls and Green Mario is now on Speed Gaming 4, starting in 5 minutes. And that is a bird going after prey for an ink blot for level 4, but go ahead and name it. But we're getting a thorough dig out of level 4 now.
Yeah, we'll just need the final floor item, and hopefully it's something of value and not a heart container.
Yes, at this point, that's the real question. Where's the value?
Oh, we know where the value is. There's a bunch of blue wizrobes hanging out in 2.
Yeah, right now, the lack of value that's being picked up by our runners, it's like the off-season the Red Sox had prior to this season.
Oof.
That's another topic for another time.
Yeah, so it's CCX's thorough exploration of 2, OPT's thorough exploration of 2. We're pretty certain the 2 items are behind this garbage right here.
Yeah, and it's absolute garbage. There is no defense for this. This is horrid, and to make it worse for... Oh, he did not get the potion off in time. I was just about to mention a lack of bombs that could have been helpful, but... Nope. No bombs, so no go.
Yeah, I think if you're CCX here at this point, you kind of have to make the decision to go pick up a couple of medium secrets and go buy that blue ring now. I think the game has pretty much said, you're not getting a sword upgrade. I'm going to torture you. I think now's the time you got to cave in.
Yeah, at this point, the glove fits the seed, so there's no acquitting it of being disgusting. Oh, the compass is ladder blocked in Jurassic Park, but now you know past the entrance of 4 is a bomb hole north. The enemy shuffle for this set of flags is plus minus 2 HP. It's not 4 like it was in another flag set that I won't mention, but it's 2. Plus or minus 2, and it can't go above 16, no boss shuffle.
That's still too many for a Dark Knight or a Wizard to have.
Agreed. At least the blue Gorilla rolled low. And the one is ladder blocked in 4.
So you remember what I said about the 2 items hanging out in 2? It's either that or it's the item in 3. That's all we have left. We can't get to 8.
Can't get to 8.
So
and
4.
We know we cannot get to the Triforce in 2. It is Goma blocked. We have to have the bow for that. In fact, at this point, I'm basically covering my case and getting the wood arrows so that when I have a bow, I can kill that Goma.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's definitely a purchase here to make at this point, because we're running out of spots for the bow to be. Bow almost is. It's getting to the point where it's almost going to have to be buried in 8.
And Cyberchao does take a death, but gets a bomb drop, so not a terrible exchange.
And OPT, you're going to get the disappointing news that he's not picking up a better sword.
And that's 14 hearts now. No, 12 for Cyberchao. I just had another recently released Zelda game in mind, so pardon me. The bomb price was vanilla. Not too high, not too low, right down the middle.
Yeah, CCX here making the right call. Get another heart here. Go get mags if you can. If the seed just doesn't let you have mags, then that's just the seed just being mean.
There's one. We got the first floor drop in level 2, and wouldn't you know it, it is a heart container.
So we're down to the second item in 2, the item in 3, giving us access.
Oh my Lanta. It's not 12 for mags. This seed is just being ruthless, rude, and other words that I am not going to say right now.
Hey, I'm glad this is their seed, not ours, right?
Yeah, for sure, because that's like... Yeah, because in your own time, well, let's just say what gets said would not fly on the air. I'll leave it at that.
Alright, Blue Wizzy Nightmare Round 2.
Ugh. I'm almost wondering if a magical shield would be worth it for these things.
I think at this point, well, we still have 2 rooms to go. If this room doesn't drop something, I believe it didn't have an item on the floor at the first part. If I'm OPT, I've got at least 2 bombs to use. I might consider using that third one even here. CCX is going to go back and try to find what's in 4. Any key will help by not getting that 1, unfortunately. The silvers are in. It's 3. 3 is
Well,
holding the
so
ladder.
So, wow, Gabe, you are just the worst. And that was a mean place to hide the silvers, too, so, wooden arrows are off the table.
I mean, don't get me wrong. At least we're not digging 9 for silvers at this point.
Might just dig 9 for the red ring.
Well, or 8. And that does mean Bo has to be in 8, so we will be finding that somewhere.
That's right, because for this flag set, we're keeping all the important stuff out of 9 except the silver arrows, which are there in the vanilla game. So we dig 3 for the ladder, get the recorder at the coast, and then come back to do 8.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Well, no, first we have to go to 2 after we get the bow out of 8 to go kill the Goma to get the Triforce.
That too, but yes, I agree. This seed in its entirety is disgusting.
The only good consolation here is I'm fairly certain that we found the floor drop in here of the heart container, so we're looking for a staircase.
Yeah, that's basically
much better to have to play find the bomb hole for a staircase than clear out every room in. Not a big dungeon, but still, you don't want to have to clear it all out.
Yeah, you don't want to have to clear out an entire dungeon regardless, but the way this seed has been, I would not be surprised if that were to happen.
Well, I mean, we've been in most of the rooms in 3 based on looking at OPT and CCX's maps as we've gone through. It's more of a can we find the map so we can make the madness end at this moment?
That's one thing's for sure. This is madness. Oh, OPT was going for 10th enemy as the bomb, which would have forced a bomb drop, but unfortunately did not get a cooperating land mode.
CCX finding the any key here in 4. Yeah, with 6 keys at this point, you're more. I'd honestly say you're irritated at this point finding that. You know, about an hour ago it would have been wonderful. Now it's just taunting you.
Yeah, at this point you're calling unsportsmanlike conduct on the game for that. Okay, that dig dogger is nothing. We know that. Oh, would it be he? Would that be it right there?
Well,
there was a push block.
It can't be the dig dogger. Because we need the recorder. We need the ladder to get the recorder.
My thoughts on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're approaching the hour and 29 minute mark. We're not pushing 3 hours, folks. We're good.
We're good. We've already been down that road before. I don't think we want to go down that road again.
There we go. He gets a force bomb there. And CCX potions up for the Battle of the Dark Nuts. I think CCX has just had enough. Just staring at the Dodongos longingly for this to end. I've been there. It is not a great feeling when the siege just absolutely is unrelenting like this one has been tonight.
And Cyberchao gets thrown back in the dungeon. Literally. And OPT is, he is giving the old man the business. Oh wait, that was 9 hits. That was intentional to force a 10.
Now he's hunting for an enemy he can bomb. Oh, and takes a bop.
How rude, game. How rude. The map does have to be accessible, but the way this is set up, that map could be in the hands of the Dig Dogger. And if that's the case, we're screwed.
Yeah, we may never see the map of 3 tonight.
That would be right, TGE, because the ladder is blocking the recorder on the coast.
But the map has no such restrictions, so it can be sitting under that Dig Dogger and it won't care.
And at that point, would we even want to see the map?
No. No, not really.
Yeah, because it would probably be an ugly standing plot.
I mean, to be fair, by the time our poor runners do find the end of this, we can just look at their start screen, their pause screen.
No, there's no way to clip to that spot that I'm aware of. I mean, it would be great if such a clip were to be found, but I seriously doubt it'll be found. Oh, hey, we got a bomb hole. And we got new territory in level 3 this just in.
Unfortunately, it also has potential bomb walls.
Well, if it does, we're covered. I didn't!
This is horrible.
This is a seed you give to your friends to troll them with.
No, I wouldn't even give this to my friends. That's just mean. And CCX making the decision to go ahead and buy that blue ring at this point, yes, absolutely. Yes, just yes.
Last bomb. And it's a hit.
Oh, there it is. And there's
this
push block in here.
has to be it. This is just some other kind of mean.
If it's okay, it is. If
This
it's
has
not,
to be
this is
it.
segmented.
Finally, we got the ladder, and personally, I would have burned it for that.
Might burn the entrance to 3 on my way out, to be honest. But yeah.
Yep, so from here, it is a walk over to the coast to get the recorder, and then you're coming right back.
Let's be honest, though. There's no cakewalk here. It's level 8. Yes, you need just the Triforce. Well, you need the bow and the Triforce out of there, and we haven't seen anything nice yet.
We have not seen the bow yet, so we are not... So basically, we're bow mode at this point. I mean, that's the one thing we need.
I'll get another poke here at Mags before we go over and get the recorder.
Unfortunately, OPT is about to get some bad news.
Now, when he does go pick up the recorder, he may go ahead and pick up that heart container as well. That's on the raft spot. I don't believe he's picked that one up yet. So we'll be pretty close to guaranteed. I know CCX is 1 heart away from guaranteed mags at this point.
And that OPT has the recorder. Now, we don't have OPT's audio, so we cannot tell you or even give you guys a chance to guess the tune. But Cyberchao now has the Triforce out of level 7. That's 4 for him.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't believe CCX found the white sword in there, so we're still swinging that wooden sword.
Yeah, at this point, he might just be saying screw it, going for mags, because he's at 13. Based off what we know, it's 50-50 as to whether he gets it or not. And our first basement item in 8 is yet another heart container.
Well, the Triforce is at
And
least
it's
somewhat
13
free.
hearts for the magical sword, so OPT can go back for it if he so chooses. Oh, hi, Aquamentus. Fancy seeing you in a Chevy room, but that'll be a nice reminder for where the Triforce is, which we already saw.
I mean, we couldn't get in here without the ladder anyway, so it's at least not that big a problem.
As Cyberchao gets their silver arrows.
Yeah, happy to see that. Unhappy not to see the ladder at this point, I believe.
We found the transport, but not yet. I think this is the other end of the same transport. Oh no! Okay, I'm mistaken on that.
It's possible we have a segmented 8 here, which means we'd get 2 sets of transports along with the item staircases.
Okay, folks, name that tune. As Cyberchao takes a death in level 2, have we found it?
No. Did you think it would be easy?
Well, the seed's certainly been anything but.
I mean, at this point, 9 is either going to be the freest 9 you've ever seen with the 9. Oh, nice bomb upgrade. A little expensive, but, you know, pretty decent deal. Like I said, this is either going to be the freest 9 ever, or, well, get some popcorn. As OPT has found the bow and is officially in grab the 2 Triforces and get out of here mode.
Yep, we are finally in go mode, folks.
All that work and Dig Dog are just sitting there. With where level 2 is located right next to Mags, I would expect OPT to go ahead and just pick that up on his way into 2. There's no reason not to. You're right there. And then he'll go poke Goma in the eye, and we'll head into 9 and see what garbage awaits us in there.
For those wondering about how long the seed has been, Narastra and myself have experienced longer. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I've tried to forget that seed, Leslie. People keep reminding me. It hurts. Alright, so OPT knows where the Triforce is. It's a quick jaunt down to the bottom here, poke Goma in the eye, and we'll be out of here pretty quick. And yes, burn everything, CCX. That's the only response to the seed.
And there we have it, with 8 Triforces. OPTLawyer is off to level 9. And what are we looking for in level 9, Narastra? Other than a quick and merciful ending.
I mean, if it's anything but that, it's going to be a long night. But yeah, so we're looking for Ganon. We'll be, if we see a dark room, the room go dark, we will know that we found him. We will hear him, potentially, if, we aren't surrounded by Patras or other enemies. And, we'll be looking for those lovely shutter doors that don't open. OPT, I believe, is grabbing the Raft Potion here before he heads into 9. Really good, good choice here.
It really is. I will agree, because this last potion before you head into 9, yes, it's free, but it could also be that which saves your bacon.
Yeah, Mags, blue ring, red ring could still be in 9. We could stumble into it, but I think in this seat, you're still grabbing the potion. There's no reason not to after what you've been put through.
Yeah, because it's suffice to say, this seed has put both of these runners through the ringer.
Yeah, definitely go give these two a follow. They are outstanding runners, great entertainment, and here we go into 9.
Early staircase right away, and OPT wants to check the next room for something, and it's bombed, so if he runs out, at least he knows where to go.
That's always a good idea. Close that room off that's down there. Could be the compass, could be the map, could be, bombs, something about. Oh,
well,
speaking of value.
The red ring. At this point, with how painful this seed has been, I wouldn't have been surprised if that got lit on fire before being picked up.
I mean, you run down and give that a big hug, because you don't have to deal with any more garbage. You have health, you have a potion, you have the red ring. You know there's dark nuts in here, though, which also means Patra's lurking somewhere.
Sorry, this isn't Hollywood, old man. As Cyberchao is looking for bomb holes in this room, but he's not going to find any, because, well, he hasn't seen the map of 6. We have, and that is quite linear of a level 6.
Yeah, it's a special 6.
So door 1 and door 2 didn't pan out, and we don't know where those transport staircases go, so how about door 3?
I do like OPT's routing here. I'm a fan of not taking... speaking of Patra, hello. I'm a big fan of staying on the ground and not taking the transports if I have silvers, and here's Ganon right here.
Hold that phone! Patra was masking the roar, so we never heard it. Here's Ganon! It's not gonna take long, it's just gonna be 4 hits with the magical sword, and we got bacon! Just as I got done explaining it.
Alright, with all these shutter doors, normally it's a 1 shorter door combination, but with Ganon, it can be any of these shutter doors. So OPT's gonna check each one real quick before moving on. And CCX is still getting the business. This bunny room is just not fun, and not being able to get the bow to deal with it ever is just not fun.
Yeah, this is one of those seeds that can go straight to the countywide tire fire once it's done.
Well, I mean, you come out of that bunny nightmare into a pile of dark nuts, and it's just literally the worst pairing you can get.
So you're at a dead end here. I'd say this is a good time to take a transport staircase.
Yeah, it's probably a good time now. Might have considered bombing north.
Was that it? Nope, that was a backtrack. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if maybe the stairs at the start are the way to Zelda.
Potentially. Seems like we're just kind of going back on top of ourselves here with these stairs. Or we could be magic bomb hole to magic staircase. That's always a good time in 9.
Or you just ladder clip. I saw that single shutter door and thought that was gonna be it. It was gonna pop open, but nope, not yet.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, do we really think it's going to be free? No. You have to earn it tonight.
Oh no. And another Patra.
In a reverse scene, no less.
Yeah, this is basically looking like oops, all Patras.
And CCX going to take on these dark nuts from the inside. Definitely the preferred way to fight this garbage.
Not to mention much safer. Well, I guess it's not all Patras today, as an Aqua Mentis has been sprinkled in.
Oh, just a little bit of flavoring.
That push block is not moving.
Nope, so... Are you gonna fight the Patra here?
But with Mags, it's not gonna take long.
Does this staircase take us where we want to go?
It did! It was not just a single magical staircase, but a double right into Zelda's room. And with that,
Alright.
OPTLawyer winning and moving on with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 56 minutes, 17 seconds. Get your GGs in chat.
And CCX continues to fight Patra now. I'll be happy to see Patra again in a minute. This one happens to have his Triforce, though.
Unfortunately, he hit the pixel, so Patra is just going to continue with its expando pattern ad infinitum.
He was able to kill it off, so, and yeah, Super Mario Brothers was our recorder sound, so.
And with that, we are joined by our winner, OPTLawyer GG.
OPT, if you wouldn't mind unmuting for us. That way we can hear your,
Cyberchao,
Oh, hi, sorry. So, I hate bomb walls. I hate level 3.
Is there anything in that seed you liked?
I got the magic sword at one point. That was kind of cool.
this was that kind of seed, really.
Oh my gosh.
And CCX getting the unfortunate news that Lord Banana is in level 6, and like I believe Leslie said, has decided to call it a night here.
I don't blame... I mean, so that ladder in 3 was just like, oh my gosh. Of course, there's like no map in 3.
We've surmised it's under the Dig Dogger.
Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, I knew... Obviously, I know there's a map in 3, but...
Yeah, that's the only place we could think of that was left that it could be at this point.
Yeah, let me think here. Gosh, like 2 being bow block, because of course it would be.
Well, and your silver's behind that ridiculous blue wizard room.
Yeah, I just... I have not yet bought the blue ring in my practice seeds or any race I've done in this seed set. This is the first time I did it. And I'm like, because I'm like, you know what, there's too much stuff. I have to. I'm doing it. I don't care.
No, definitely. Cannot blame either one of you for buying the blue ring. Red ring tucked one room into 9.
Yeah, of course, right? Of course it is. Because it is. Of course. Like, oi. That was just... And of course, like, the Patra in, what was it, 6 holding the Triforce. And of course I die there, so I have to go all the way back. And I'm thinking, okay, crap, I missed the item and the Triforce. Then, of course, no, never mind, it's not even there. That's just another staircase.
Yeah, this is one of those seeds that definitely should be deleted off of anyone's system and just never talked about again.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Like, that was such a frustrating thing to play through. And honestly, mostly because, like, okay, so, like, you know, I get the white sword kind of early. Like, alright, you know, level 7 wasn't bad. I got the white sword, some health. You know what? I'm doing better than I was last seed. That was about it at that point.
With that, we get CCX in here as well. GG CCX. This thing was evil. That's the only word we have for it. Really,
Yeah.
evil.
Mm-hmm. Best
This-
word I can use to describe it.
Yeah.
So
was
what you're
just
looking
so
for,
bad.
CCX? There's a bomb wall in 3, the very bottom left, that has your ladder.
Yeah.
I figured as much. I had gotten into the stream itself in time to hear you guys talking about it, but
Oh.
yeah, that was actually going to be my first comment, that I'm still, after 2 races, not convinced that there are any staircases in 3.
Right? Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, at least this time I managed to get a floor drop out of the level, which was one more item than I got out of it last time.
So fair enough, yeah. And then what you really needed to take care of the garbage in 6 was the bow, and that was hanging out in 8. So you had to have that ladder to get there.
Which I already had figured out was the level under the Recorder Lake, because I had been everywhere else.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the only item we didn't find, I think we're missing 2, 1 heart container and the blue boomerang. So that's either in 8 or in 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one cares about that thing. But
Yeah, we found everything in the worst possible way.
gosh, yeah, it's just like, oh, you find level 2, cool. Hey, at least I didn't have to buy a candle. That was cool.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, I had already bought mine by then.
Yeah, I got lucky and went into level 1 at some point. Before, like, that was like my next move was to go buy a candle. I was just like, I'll go to what was it, vanilla level 5. I went up there. Yeah, I went up there first. My plan was to then loop around and go to the forgotten spot because I think that's where the candle shop was.
Yeah, I had been having... I mean, I think eventually I got some bombs, but I've been having kind of rough bomb luck early, so...
Yeah.
The burn take any was one of the ones that I grabbed in order to get the 6 hearts to just guarantee
Right.
white sword item, which turned out to be another heart.
Because it
I
is.
did get mags. Did you get
Yes. Yes, I did.
You did as well.
Yeah,
13.
Yeah, was it 13? I think I had 14.
Yes. It was 13.
Yeah,
Pretty sure it's 13.
I tried it at 11 and then at 12 and finally got it at 13.
Nice.
Yeah, when you finished, I was in 6's Triforce room, ended up dying in there and grabbing a potion.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did too, actually.
Turned out that staircase wasn't even the item. It was
No, it wasn't.
It was just another passage. I finally forfeited when I did find the item. It wasn't far from
the boomerang. Yeah, I found that. I just sat there for a while, being like, I hate my life.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to forfeit as soon as I found the item in 6, either way. But it not being my bow or my ladder was just...
Yeah, that was
in there, yeah.
That was just...
definitely. Yeah, so OPT, how do you feel about Lamola and your 10 count?
Yeah, I tried.
That was another...
Yeah,
this
you got
wasn't doing y'all any
hard.
favors.
No, yeah, it's just... Because I was already so frustrated with, like, how many... I think I bombed every wall in 3. According to my map, my tracker, I did. Except for one in the room, like, the room with the bomb wall, I didn't bomb upwards. That's the only bomb I didn't use. Oh, wait, there's one room up here. Other than that, you bombed every wall in 3.
And it was a large 3, too.
It was a large 3, too.
3 generally it doesn't get to be that large. It was basically that space that was in level 6's ink blot, which was a disgusting sight to behold, I might add.
Yeah, I mean, I made some bad plays also. That time when I left 1 and then ended up coming back, it was because I thought I was completely out of keys, and then I'm like, wait, I have a key. I should not have left 1. And then as I'm on my way back to 1, I'm like, wait, I was also key blocked in 3. Maybe I should have gone there. So then once I finished up 1, I went to 3, and it was like, oh wait, now I don't have a key. So
Yeah.
there
And
was
key was tucked
that.
quite deep in 4.
Yeah.
Then I had to work that one out. And then the wand just sitting there in the middle, just going, hi.
Yeah, of course. I find the wand in 4 for another offensive upgrade because I really like the wand, and
Oh,
then
yeah, I missed that.
it's ladder blocked.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. I didn't explore much of 4, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It was
not pretty.
It was not pretty, not at all.
But GG to you both.
Thank you.
CCX, unfortunately, this does end your bracket round here. OPT, you'll be moving on to face Zeb Gedney.
Yay!
Yeah.
Not sure that's actually a prize for me.
Well, I mean, I had fun with it.
Good.
What did you think of my strategy for that blue dark nut room in 6?
From the inside of the
Yeah.
diamond?
Clipping
That-
back into the diamond and
That was
taking
smart.
I mean, to be fair, that diamond staircase was horrible. That was, you both spent a good 10 minutes in that diamond staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the second time I went in there, I felt like I actually took it pretty quickly, but, I mean, then again, I did have mags when I was in there.
Nice. Yeah, I found the white sword pretty early and just kind of held on to that for a while. and then-
Where was that?
White sword was in level 7. It was on the floor someplace. I don't quite
7.
remember where.
Let's see.
Yeah, it
7
was-
for me was not that long.
No, you weren't in 7 very long at all. It was kind of out of the way, but it was in a convenient out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I was that in a heart container. I remember being like, cool, I'm done with level 7. I've got a little bit of health. I've got a white sword. This is going great. And then it all went downhill from there.
Pretty much.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I got the heart container out of 7, but it took me a really long time to get into 7 because of that blue Lionel screen just south of it.
Yeah,
I died trying to get in there a couple of times.
Yeah, lots of overworld deaths. Lots of there was no real good redeeming qualities for the seed.
I think these 2 seeds that we've played for this matchup have been like the worst 2 seeds I've played in this entire tournament.
Yeah, because you didn't play in that one qualifier, that 1 week 5
No.
qualifier that was special.
I missed that one.
Yes.
I heard about that one. I also missed it.
Yes. So, but we're gonna go ahead and get started wrapping up here for the night. We'll let you know Dark Falls versus Green Mario Game 3 did go to Speed Gaming 4. Coming up here tonight, tomorrow morning, depending on what time zone you're in, Sis Crusher versus Toasty Muffins Game 1. That'll be on Speed Gaming at midnight, or roughly 1 a.m. Eastern. And then if you're a real night owl at 4 a.m. Eastern, there will be no restream, but Crimson Avix versus Penulf, Game 1. So we'll pick up Game 2 on that at some point. And then we have quite a bit of schedule for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, the only way you'd be up for that match is if you have a serious case of insomnia or you like waking up at really weird hours. I mean, to each their own, but I know I'm not going to be able to be awake at that time because I actually need sleep for tomorrow morning.
Definitely. But so with that, CCX, we'll give you the floor first. Any final thoughts here?
No, I think I pretty much said my piece about that seed, although I'm looking at that schedule. I'm seeing that match is 5 o'clock, not 4 o'clock.
It is adjusted. It's supposed to be 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
Let's see,
OPT, anything from you?
CCX, good game, man. Good playing. These two seeds were terrible, and oh my gosh. But yes, but good games.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, so give
I
these.
feel like these seeds won. That's what I feel like.
They did. They absolutely
It
did.
was kind of.
Oh man.
So give these two a follow. Links are here in the chat. Leslie, any final thoughts before we wrap up and let these two go to bed, or throw stuff at the person who rolled this?
Who did roll this?
I have
This was
no
an X
idea,
Ice
because-
Blue production.
Oh. Okay.
Wow, I think that. Well, I'm gonna say nothing about that because thankfully I didn't roll it. But whew, yeah, some nights the seeds do win. Tonight was it. But for those who like trolley seeds, you got a bit of a treat tonight. But not all seeds are like this.
Occasionally they're not bad.
Yeah, potentially they can be not bad, but this one just happened to be a real ripe stinker that will not be touched again.
Definitely. We want to give Alsoa thanks for helping us track tonight, keeping us in line, helping us figure out where and what these items were. So, Leslie, any final thoughts? And we'll get this out of here.
Stay tuned as we're just getting started with the bracket stages of this tournament. We've got matches all weekend into next week. So there's always going to be Zelda, well, basically always going to be Zelda 1 Rando coming at you for quite some time. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
And also, if you do like Zelda 1 Randomizer, Link to the Past Randomizer, Ocarina of Time, Mario Maker 2, all sorts of stuff, Speed Gaming is hosting their SG Live event October 24th through 27th. Link in the chat. So with that, I want to thank also again for tracking for us, the runner CCX and OPT for suffering for us, and my partner Leslie here for giving us a wonderful time talking about this absolutely nightmarish thing. Go watch the final of Dark Falls Rush Screen Mario. It's game 3. Bracket place is on the line. And with that, I've been Norastra, and have a good evening.
And I'm Leslie Pro. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next time. Watch out for Lionel.